What's up, guys? Welcome back to Danny Talks Football right here on YouTube. I'm Daniel and we are back with another video. On Saturday afternoon, we did a live stream watch along of the Manchester City versus Manchester United FA Cup final. Now, within this, we spoke about a lot of things, including the topic that you are going to see in today's video. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel. There may be a couple of awkward cuts at times. If so, I do apologise. I've tried to take out the times when we spoke about the game because obviously you don't care about that at this point. If you do enjoy the video, yeah, make sure to like the video and yeah, enjoy the video.
All right, let's move on to Chelsea then because I really don't want to speak about Leicester yet. Yeah, I think let's move on to Chelsea. Right, Essie, sum up the season for me. What's gone wrong with Chelsea? Because, yeah, you look as shocked and no idea where to start as I do.
Well, anything could possibly named has gone wrong. Everything. Mm-hmm. Players, tons of coaches, but even training at this point. There's been some reports of training being poor quality. There's too many players, so like obviously the quality of training is just awful because you have to spread the workload between like 6-7 coaches in the squad, between 30-35 players. It's just crazy at the minute. I'm excited for Poch. For Poch to join us though. I think he's a very good manager. I think if we can cut down our squad, I think he'd do well for our young players like Madueke, Modric, Colwell.
You spoke about Poch there.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the appointment? Because personally, look, it's a good one, but I don't know what the expectations are at Chelsea for next season. I don't think he'll live up to them.
See, if you asked me around the time that we were linked to Enrique and Nagelsmann, at the time, out of those three managers, I was thinking I don't want Poch. But now that it's only just Poch, I've kind of had a proper think about it. I thought, because at Tottenham, obviously the expectations, I suppose, are clearly not high. So for a team whose targets aren't high, it's pretty much just top 4 every season, really. He's done well with them. He got them to a Champions League final, which no one would have seen, to be honest.
No.
He's brought through players like Harry Kane,
Son.
Yeah, Son, Ali. Like he's good at
developing the youngsters, which you have a lot of, obviously.
Yeah. So I think he'd be good in that aspect. But I don't think as fans we should expect too much for him in the first season. I think at most, and this is like very, very unlikely, at most maybe Champions League, maybe 4th. I don't think we'll get
no better than that.
FA Cup, Carabao Cup, maybe something, maybe. But at the minute in finals, like in the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, we've not been great. It seems like every final that we ever get to is just a loss. But yeah, going back to how we've been this season, poor. I would never seen it coming. As I said earlier, I think if we kept Tuchel at the start, we'd never be in this position ever.
No.
So in terms of that, for Bowley, I think it was a bad choice. A bad appointment. Yeah, too cool.
Let's move back to Chelsea here. Another club who gets scammed by Leicester City regularly.
Not regularly. I'd say once.
I would say regularly. I would say 70 million for Wesley Fofana was a scam. I would say 35 million for Danny Drinkwater was a scam. I would even say 50 million for Ben Chilwell was not a bad deal and a half. I think you've only scammed us once with Conte, but that's because of the release clause. But hey, we love and go.
Yeah, how much did you sell him, Conte? Chelsea.
It's like 30.
We sold Conte for 30 odd million. I want to say.
Not bad.
Bargain, to be fair.
An excellent player. Yeah. Speak about signings there. What do Chelsea need to do this summer in terms of bringing players in?
I think we're looking at moving on Mason Mount, Kai Havertz.
I've seen that to Man United.
Maybe Conor Gallagher. I think we're trying to move on. So in that case, I think we probably look for maybe a defensive mid and a CM as well. 100% a striker.
Can you give me any names possibly?
Ugarte, who we're currently trying to sign. At the minute, there's talks of swap deal on loan for Fofana, striker.
Okay, Datro Fofana, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. In terms of striker, the dream would be Osimhen, because obviously,
of course. But does he join a club without European football? Full stop.
I mean, he's a Chelsea fan. Can't really say that.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he does
Probably
it.
wouldn't.
I think he might do another year in Italy, you know.
You probably could do.
The issue is with players staying at Napoli this summer is obviously Sampaoli, is it them? I can't remember who the manager is.
Oh, he's left.
But he's leaving. So are those players going to want to stay, and whoever this next manager is, who let's be honest probably won't be at that same kind of level?
There's talks of Enrique joining them, I think. There is talks.
Possibly. Even still, I'm not quite sure if people like Osimhen, like Kvaratskhelia, you know, want to stay at that football club. You know, somebody like the Georgian Kavicha Kvaratskhelia just got to flex the fact I can say it. You know, an excellent
Just
winger.
said a Wi-Fi password.
To be fair, you wouldn't know if I said it wrong. But no, Kavicha, he's an excellent player, and again, is he somebody else who could be moving on this summer? So you've said Osimhen, Ugarte. Can we have possibly
another striker? See, if it weren't for the betting ban, I'd say Ivan Toney.
You'd say Ivan Toney, yes, but as we've already discussed in this show, Tony will not to be playing footballs for a little while.
Has he been worldwide banned yet?
Yeah, it's worldwide, so it's not
I'd
like
say he could have just gone on loan to like Italy or something.
he would have just taken a loan out, wouldn't he? But well, I don't know if Italy would be the best destination for him.
The name up front we're looking at is Vlahovic.
Oh, from
Dusan, yes.
Personally, I really wouldn't think he would be good for us. I mean, he's not been great. I think his first season at Juve, he's been alright. His first season, he was okay. He was decent. Second season, it's not been good. I don't see any reason to kind of gift a player who's had like an awful season in the Serie A with a Premier League opportunity. Like, doesn't make sense.
Issue is, of course, you know, Juventus finishing 7th after that 10-point deduction. Is there a possibility you get something like Vlahovic for 40-50 million? If it's going to be 70-80, obviously you do not spend that. But somebody like Vlahovic, you know, he's been really, really good for Juventus for quite a while now, in all honesty. You know, while this season he's been inconsistent, you know, in these sort of years past, he's been such a consistent performer. Obviously, getting that move from where did Vlahovic? Somewhere in Italy.
Fiorentina to Juventus.
Fiorentina, of course. Thank you, Charlie. Getting that move from Fiorentina to Juventus there, he's been really, really good. And then I guess last but not least for Chelsea, before I guess we have to talk about this football club. If you did want to just gloss over that, Charlie, that'd be completely fine. If you did just want to gloss over the fact we've got to talk about these lot, I'm sure the people sitting in the back wouldn't mind either. But you know, when we look at, you know, Chelsea moving on to next season, what kind of things can we expect? Maybe you've said 4th would be a good season. Is there a trophy possibly? If I offer you now 6th place, do you take that?
Does it come with a trophy?
No, it doesn't.
No. I'll take Europe, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a starting point, you know. Like, we can't just like. I think Chelsea fans in general are very impatient. Like,
for sure.
As soon as like, 3 or 4 like mid games, it's like, we're on out. I feel like for us, we really need to be patient with this, because obviously it's a project. It's not just one time.
Of course, yeah.
Thing like, obviously we're not under Roman.
No, sackings won't be as regular.
Yeah, so we have to start being more patient, to be honest, because can't just expect to win trophies every season like we used to. But I think we'll get back up there. I just think it takes time, to be honest. But for now, it looks like we have to set out for a bit.
For sure.